You know, Emma, sometimes it's really difficult to get an organ for transplantation. There are often several patients waiting for just one healthy organ from a donor. When someone's further down the waiting list, they don't even stand a chance. It's a tough situation, not just for the patient, but also for their families.
Absolutely, Matt. The waiting process is frustrating, and the emotional toll it takes on families is immense. It's heartbreaking to think about all the lives that could be saved if more organs were available or if we had an alternative solution.
And that's what got me thinking, Emma. Do you think artificial organs could ever become a reality? Like, could we really replace donor organ transplants with fully functional lab-grown organs one day?
I really hope so. The idea of artificial organs is not just some far-fetched dream anymore. It's a field of serious research, but of course the reality of developing fully functional artificial organs is incredibly complex.
I am curious, what are some of the main challenges researchers face in this field? I imagine it's not just about creating something that looks like an organ. It has to work like one too, right?
Well, Matt, the challenges vary depending on the organ. Different organs have very different functions. If we're talking about an artificial heart, creating a complex network of blood vessels to supply oxygen and nutrients is one of the biggest hurdles. Without that, the organ would not survive or function properly.
That makes sense. A heart is not just a pump, it is a part of an intricate system. So how close are we to overcoming those challenges? I've heard about some new techniques in the field.
Actually, there's some exciting research happening at Harvard University that could revolutionize this sector. They've developed a 3D printing technique called coaxial sacrificial writing into functional tissue, in short, co-SWIFT. It's the first method that allows 3D printing of networks of multi-layer blood vessels.
That sounds incredible. So how does this technique work exactly?
Great question. The team at Harvard developed a specialized coaxial nozzle capable of depositing two different inks. These inks are layered within each other, a stiffer collagen-based outer shell and a gelatin-based inner core. What's really cool is that these layers can be controlled independently. After 3D printing, they heat it up slightly, like at 37 degrees Celsius. The mild heat cross-links the molecules in the outer shell, while the gelatin melts away, creating empty channels.
Are they replicating what happens in our bodies using these artificial materials?
Exactly. After trying out inks made from collagen and gelatin, they took it a step further with more advanced cell-based inks. They used a special ink with smooth muscle cells to print the vessels. And once the gelatin core melted away, they flowed endothelial cells through the channels, like the inner lining of real blood vessels. In just 7 days, the endothelial cells created a solid working barrier inside the vessels.
Wait, so the 3D printed blood vessels are actually functioning like real blood vessels? That's mind-blowing.
It is. The team even tested these artificial blood vessels within living heart tissue. They 3D printed the vessels inside what they call cardiac organ building blocks, which are dense clusters of human heart cells. Once the vessels were in place, the tissue started contracting synchronously like a beating heart. They even passed heart drugs through the vessels, and the tissue responded exactly as you'd expect.
So it's not just about printing the vessels. The tissue is responding and behaving like actual heart tissue. That's insane. But can they really create the entire complex network of blood vessels, including the tiny capillaries?
That's the goal. Right now, co-SWIFT can print larger blood vessels, which is already a huge step forward. These vessels can keep cardiac tissue alive, but the researchers are aiming to print smaller vessels that resemble capillaries, which are crucial for proper organ function. The next step is to test these tissues with 3D printed vessels in animal models. It will bring the technology closer to potentially using this in humans.
It sounds like we're not too far off from a future where artificial organs could actually be a reality. This is incredible progress. I mean, just imagining the lives that could be saved, it's really inspiring.
It truly is. If this technology continues to develop, it could change everything we know about organ transplantation.